Hello.
Hello. And hello to everyone else. And good morning. And welcome to Two Guys Walking and Talking About Lettuce.
Two guys walking about lettuce.
Two guys walking about lettuce. It's a special walking episode, folks.
Yep. We are in person. I can.
Oh my gosh, you can slap my face.
This is not CG.
It might be. I mean, CG has gotten really good now.
Yeah, especially audio CG.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Gregory Benson.
My name is Craig. I'm trying
Craigus.
to. Craigus. That's okay. I wanted to elongate my name.
Yeah.
Craigiston the Third. Benzene. The third is in my middle name. So.
Man, this is already the best episode ever. Hang on. I think that. I can push a little hold button so I don't accidentally stop the recording. Oh, okay. This is already good. All
right, good.
So we're in North Los Angeles, and we found a little hike that I've never been on before. Oh, there's a little brook over here, or a stream, whatever you want to call it.
And I've been on this hike. I go on this hike every day. So
I don't think that's true.
Yep. Why am I being the one who's lying right now? You're the one who's usually telling lies.
Because you've come to visit me, and so everything's topsy-turvy, as they say.
Yeah. Oh, there are people. Now we're going to be the jerks recording ourselves while people walk by.
Yeah. Well, whose fault is that? I mean, I'm just holding a little audio recorder. You're the guy with the phone.
I think it looks worse that we're both holding something. But,
yeah. Well, at least we don't have a crew following us.
Yeah.
One time when I went to Hawaii, if I can just brag a little bit.
Okay.
I've been to Hawaii. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And
wow.
Yeah. I was in Honolulu, and
a state in the middle of the same country you live in. That's amazing. Not in the middle of.
It's not in the middle. No, it's separated from.
Yeah.
Hawaii is a set of islands.
Sorry, I got nervous. There were people walking by.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, so go to Honolulu, and we're walking around the fancy sort of downtown area, which is very much like Rodeo Drive. All the fancy stores. You know, it's got the Gucci and the Fendi and all that garbage.
Yeah.
All that stuff that they charge too much for.
That ends in E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, fancy things that no one can afford, like frozen yogurt.
That's pretty common.
You know, who could afford something like that?
It's pretty common, and it's as expensive as any other dessert.
Look at you, Mr. Wealthy Bags, as they call him. Anyway, sure. Mr. Wealthy Bags. So we go over there, and we see a film crew following two people around, and we're like, what in the world? And they were shooting a reality show, which I don't know if you know this about reality shows. Not a lot of realities involved.
What? Greg?
Yeah, not a whole lot of
dreams. You're killing dreams right now.
I know. Not a whole lot of reality.
Yeah.
So it turns out they were following Ice-T and his wife, Mrs. T.
Yeah, Mrs.
What's
I don't know.
Ice-T and
But I'm
going
to switch hands with this camera.
Okay.
And go over here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll do that from time to time.
So now the audio is going to sound weird for everyone.
No,
we're on different sides.
Well, I'm recording this in mono.
Okay.
So we don't even have to worry about it.
Keep it away from my mouth.
But that's
if it's mono.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Get it?
No, that was very good.
Thank you.
Look, they have bathrooms here and everything.
Yeah, that's also pretty common. Anyway.
Wow, picnic tables. How come I've never come to this park? Look how delightful this is.
I know.
Can you show the park? Look, this is beautiful.
It is beautiful. Look at that.
This is lovely, and I've lived over here for like 9 years, and I've never come to this park.
Well, Greg, just get out more. What were you talking about?
That's better than what I thought you were. I thought you were going to say, well, Greg, I guess you're an asshole. I thought that's what you were going to say.
I should have said that. Why would you think I would say that?
Well, you're always insulting me.
Well, like so blatantly like that?
Yeah.
Is that how I sound?
Kinda.
I need to clean up my act.
Yeah, you really do. It's okay.
What were you saying?
I don't know. It's
something
not
about Hawaii?
It doesn't matter.
Greg, this is a podcast that relies on us to talk.
Hey, everybody, remind me, what was I just talking about? Something about Hawaii.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was Ice-T and Mrs. T.
Oh, right.
And it's funny because when you were witnessing a reality show, and the reality is that there's a whole film camera, and they're holding a big light to give like a nice light over them, like an overhead light, and you've literally got a crew, and then their area where like Ice-T and Lady T, whatever her name
Lady
is.
Lady T.
I mean, everybody's going to know her name because she's famous too, because they had a reality show.
Yeah.
Or wait, or is it Ice Cube? No, it's T.
Okay.
So anyway, Ice Cube. Well, you know what would be great is if Ice Cube made love to Ice-T.
Okay.
Because then you could say, oh, there's Ice-T and he's got Ice Cube in him.
I think you've made a joke like this on this podcast
I
before.
did?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't listen to this.
Okay. Or yeah, something like why doesn't Ice Cube and Ice T get together? You know, something I don't know.
They totally should.
Yeah.
Now there's a fork in the road, and we get to choose which direction to go.
Oh, there's a bridge over there.
Do you want to go on the bridge over the troubled water, or do you want to continue on the path of
it's troubled water?
or do you want to go on the path of least resistance?
Well, you're making this is a skewed question because it really sounds like the path of least resistance is much better than the bridge over. But now I'm curious why the water is troubled.
Let's find out.
Let's go. Okay.
All right. We've just made a decision. You guys heard it here first.
Yep.
We made a decision together. So anyway, I love that reality television is following around a couple of people while they're supposed to just be casually shopping.
Yeah.
Look at that troubled water.
It doesn't look very troubled.
But really, it's a crowd of people gathered around.
Yeah.
Just out of view of the camera, just watching Ice-T and T-Woman.
Yeah.
I think her name is T-Woman.
Let's say Tegan.
Tegan.
Yeah.
Christy Teigen.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so it had nothing to do with reality.
Uh-huh.
That's not what reality is.
What is reality, Greg?
Well, I guess that was actually their reality. Now that I think about it.
That probably is their reality. People following them around and with cameras and being like, "Oh my God, you're famous!"
I
like
suppose so. You know, I bet people want to see more of this view because this is really pretty. You want to show them this?
It is very pretty.
It's awfully nice.
Yeah, you know, LA is really nice, Greg. It's really pretty.
LA's got a lot of lovely things about it.
There's no flaws that LA has.
No, nothing at all.
It's the perfect place.
We don't have any traffic. Never gets too hot.
Wait, why are you bringing up the actual flaws?
There's no smog. And we never have anything like natural disasters like earthquakes or mudslides.
Okay, so those are actual flaws that it does have.
Or tornadoes. See, we don't have tornadoes.
Oh, you actually don't have those.
Well, although there was a tornado recently, like near Santa Barbara. There's a little tornado touchdown. But it was a cute little California tornado.
We get lots of tornadoes in Wisconsin and Canadian wildfires. Smoke.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's never been smoky here.
No, your air. That's one thing they say about LA. The air.
But it's nice and clear. You can see. You can just see how clear the air is today.
It is. Actually, I mean, it has gotten a lot better than apparently it was in the 70s.
That was when it was the worst.
Yeah.
Which frankly I blame on John Voight because he had Midnight Cowboy and
he was one of the most famous people in the 70s.
Well, yeah, I mean he made these movies. He was nominated, or actually he won an Oscar for Coming Home, I believe, in 1978.
Yeah.
And that's when obviously the smog was the worst. So thanks, John Voight.
Wait. How did these connect? John Voight.
I know. Listen, I ask myself that every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, how in the world are these two things connected?
Yeah. But they're probably usually not connected, and that's why you're...
And that's what's so frustrating about it, and that's why people are angry at John Voight.
No, that's why you're angry at reality, because you keep trying to connect things that should not be connected. Oh, there's a bunny. There's a bunny.
Where? Oh, did I miss the bunny? Oh, there's the bunny. Oh, yeah. Nice. That's Peter Cottontail.
What, really?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Wait a minute. Oh, look out. Look out. Trail. Look out. Look out. There's a trail. Do we follow the sign that says look out? I mean, why wouldn't we?
I mean, it sounds kind of dangerous.
All right.
Let's do it.
Look out. Trail. I think when they say look out, it means there's probably snakes.
Yeah.
Because look at this. Look at all this tall grass. Let's not get bitten by snakes.
Okay. Now, I wasn't thinking about snakes, but now I am. So.
This might be difficult for us to record because we can't really walk next to each other on this trail.
I can turn my head and go, ah!
It's true.
I probably won't go off. But...
I really don't want to see snakes here. I don't like this. I'm uncomfortable.
Do you not want to go this way?
Actually, you know what? It's I think let's not go this way.
Okay. I'm gonna wipe the lens off.
Camera
right now.
Guys, it's not because of the snakes. I just want to be able to walk next to Craig, not behind him or in front of him.
I understand.
Yeah.
This is great though. I see content from people walking through the LA hills and recording stuff, and I never get to do it.
And you're like, I want a life like that.
Well, I mean, I want to try it once at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like homosexuality in college.
I mean, not really. I never really felt that desire, but
I know you didn't feel it, but you tried it.
No.
Just,
How do you know what I did in college?
Craig, you don't have to deny it. You don't have to deny your feelings.
Listen, if I felt that, if I did that, it would be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
But-
And listen, and we love you for who you are, Craig. So if you want to take this moment,
Ooh, lizard.
hi Lizard, if you want to take this moment to come out and let everybody know who you really are,
Okay, I will.
then that's fine.
My name. Well, now there's someone walking by. I'm gonna wait until the person walking by walks by.
That's a beautiful dog. What a beautiful, friendly dog. Hi.
Guys, good morning.
Morning. And she had a Ninja Turtle shirt on, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But listen, here's what I'm a supporter of gay rights, and I think anyone should be able to love whoever they want to love.
Me too.
And have the same rights doing it.
Do you know why? Because we're confident in ourselves. So what does it matter what anybody else wants to do?
Yeah.
Like we're just confident with our own lives.
But I've never experimented with that kind of thing in college because it's just not something I'm into.
Yeah, but you did a little bit though, right?
No, I didn't.
There was that one guy, Terrence. Remember? It was a Saturday night.
Yeah.
You'd had one too many margaritas.
Yeah.
You remember? And Terrence was like, "Hey, let me go play you some records at my apartment." And you're like, "Sure, I like music."
Yeah.
And you stumbled back to his place. He put on some Antonio Carlos Jobim records.
This is oddly specific, and I don't even know who that is.
And you're like,
wait.
and you're like,
There's
and you're like,
lizards
Terrence,
everywhere."
I'm enjoying your music, Terrence.
Yeah.
And Terrence said, "Well, if you're enjoying that, I got something else you're going to enjoy." And then he pulled out this lemon cake that his mom made.
Yeah.
And it with the sugary lemon frosting.
Right.
And you're like, "Oh, I really do enjoy it." It was a moist cake. You're like, "I really did enjoy this. Thank you." And then you said goodnight and you left.
And
that was your one and only homosexual experience.
that was, first of all, that wasn't a homosexual experience.
Well, so says you.
I don't know anyone named Terrence. I've never known anyone named Terrence, except Terrence Malick. I don't know personally.
So
And
you had a
Terrence,
homosexual experience with Terrence Malick? Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean, if I were to, maybe it would. I did like a few of his movies. So, Terrence, what's the actor who's in?
Terrence McNally.
No, Terrence.
Terrence McDonald's.
Nope. That's I don't know. You just combined the name Terrence with a popular fast food chain.
All right,
But,
sure.
No.
Maybe you did.
Wait, is that the sponsor?
Might be. Okay, now where are we? This is Melviny. Oh, Melviny Trail. Hey, Melviny.
You have to say it that way?
Oh, Melviny.
You have to say Melviny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where we are. Now people know where we are.
No, the movie The Limey, starring Terrence.
Blanchard.
No. Anyway, now some people will know. Or you could look it up.
Terrence Carls Jr.
No.
Terrence Jack in the Box.
No.
Terrence Burger King.
No, I don't know why you're combining the name Terrence with fast food. But
Terrence Del Taco.
it is beautiful here, Greg.
Isn't it lovely?
We're in this valley that is just, it's just like, it's just hills and stuff, you know?
Yeah. That's California for you.
Yeah.
California's a lovely place. We've got good weather. We got friendly people. We got lots of restaurants. Have you ever eaten any of the food out here?
Yeah. I mean, I've stayed here for like more than a week at a time.
And you had food?
I had to have food.
Yeah, and it was delicious, right?
Yeah. For the most part, yes.
That place is great.
For the most part?
Yeah. No, that restaurant.
Which one?
The one where you ate. It's fantastic.
Oh.
It's so good.
Is it called For the Most Part?
I don't know. I don't remember names.
Oh. I've had the best sushi of my life out here.
We're going to go there on Saturday night. I got to make a reservation.
Okay.
That's where we're going for our date night. Wait a minute. That's tomorrow night.
Actually, you know what? I'm lying. I've had the best sushi of my life I had in Japan. But outside of Japan, this is probably the best place I've had sushi. And I've had great, there's a lot of food in LA, Greg. There's a lot.
Yeah, and we ate all of it.
Uh-oh, another person.
That's all right. People are allowed to be here.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh. Hello. How's it going?
Hello. You told me you blocked this off for our recording.
Well, I guess that guy didn't get the memo.
Okay. What were we talking about?
Dogs.
Terrence.
Speaking of dogs,
Oh.
look at this beautiful husky coming at us. That's a good-looking dog.
There is.
Hello there.
Hello.
Beautiful dog.
Thank you.
There's a definite vibe.
A vibe?
Yeah. Here, there's a definite vibe.
What's the vibe? I don't know. In this park
I'm just quoting that song we were just listening to by Aldous Harding.
Oh, right.
Fixture Picture. Fixture Picture.
Yeah.
So if anybody's wondering, like, what's he talking about? Listen to Fixture Picture by Aldous Harding. It's a beautiful song.
Oh, another lizard.
Hey, nice.
There's so many lizards and bunnies.
Yeah, and cattle. I know.
Cattle.
So much. Where do you see cattle?
Mountains.
I don't see any cattle.
Like literally everything is right here.
Yeah, I know. They got all the stuff.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Listen, reality TV.
Yes. What about it?
I generally don't like it.
So you're a fan?
What's a reality show you like?
The Osbournes.
We've talked about this before too.
I mean, that's pretty much it. That and Anna Nicole Smith. Those are the only two that I ever watched, and it was like, okay, I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated with these two shows. Like the Anna Nicole Smith show was such a train wreck.
Yeah.
I felt so terrible for her.
You like seeing train wreck celebrities?
I like seeing train wreck celebrities.
Really gonna jump on my verbal flub?
Yeah, well, no, it's a conversation mistake. You made it, and you need to own up to it and apologize. Are you gonna apologize?
No, I'm not. We've been through this as well.
Okay. Well, I know our listeners would appreciate it if you'd apologize. I bet if you apologized right now with no reservations, then we'd probably get like 10 more Patreon followers.
Really?
Yeah.
How would that work?
Because they appreciate a good apology, and they'd be like, yeah, that's worth $3. I'll join the Patreon for $3. Look what I'm doing. See, I'm working an ad in for our Patreon.
So that makes my apology instantly not genuine.
No.
I'm doing it for money.
No. That's the only way it is genuine. If you apologize for money, then you know it's genuine. Because if you do something for money, you know it's got to be worth it.
No, you're doing it before the money. That's the reason you're doing it.
Okay.
Once you make it about money, it's not. It becomes less about whatever else it was.
All right, so why don't you apologize, but combine it with a direct request for people to follow us on Patreon?
Okay, listen up, guys. I did a verbal flub. I probably should have done my vocal exercises earlier, and we have a Patreon, by the way. And I will do my best to make sure I get my vocal exercises while you are exercising your wallets.
Yeah.
To provide us with financial gain.
Yeah.
And by the way, we just walked by some people with dogs, and I was just distracted. So
yeah, well, that dog was definitely interested in something. Something was going on in the bushes. The dog wanted to chase a snake, I bet.
Yeah, and you can chase the snake of support for our podcast.
Good, smooth.
By going to Patreon, and I'm so sorry.
What's the URL?
What's the URL? Up my I'll give you an example of a verbal flub. This is my URL, the URL of our Patreon. Yeah. Patreon.com/WheezyWaiter. No, Patreon.com
/mediocre films.
No, Patreon.com.
Really, they could go to all three. In fact, I want someone to join all three today.
Patreon.com/ is it two guys talking about lettuce or lettuce guys?
It's two guys talking about lettuce.
Okay, Patreon.com/two guys talking about lettuce.
It's great because it makes people do more typing, and everybody loves to type.
I mean, I feel like if you probably just Google two guys lettuce Patreon, you're probably right there.
Yeah, they'd probably find it just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like your Queen shirt.
Thanks.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just stuck my leg in some thorns. Uh-oh, there are more people, and this is a narrow pathway.
Oh, no. What are we going to do now?
Oh, we're going to keep going?
All right. Yeah, let's keep going. Or we could turn around. You know what? Let's turn around. This is a good place to turn around. Look at all these beautiful flowers.
Oh, my gosh.
Come on, everybody who's just on the audio-only podcast. Look at the beautiful flowers. Why don't yous?
No, that was kind of a verbal mistake. You don't say why don't yous.
I say it.
Oh, is that your way of being folksy?
I'm trying to appeal to all the people who are listening in Nagadoches. They're like, oh, that's... Huh?
What's going on? Someone yelling help.
Sounds like someone's yelling help.
For real? Now someone's laughing, so...
I feel like if you're out in the woods and someone's yelling help, then someone might actually need help.
I don't think they were saying help, though.
No? Do you think it was one of those bees that when they buzz, it makes like a help sound?
Yeah, it was one of those. No one. It sounded more like like maybe they
weird.
had bees flying.
Was someone
around
yelling help? Or was that one of you guys?
No, that was not us.
I thought it was like a coyote.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay.
We just had a special guest on the podcast. We never have special guests.
Coyote expert. Jerry.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, it was great to see him out here.
It was.
Why do people yell help in the woods?
I'm surprised I wasn't more excited to see Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Just now.
It's always great to run into him.
What's the deal with yelling help in the woods?
There's another walk that I go on in an area called Fryman Canyon, and I have seen Steve Martin twice in that canyon, and a friend of mine has seen him once. So apparently he lives right over there and just walks that canyon all the time.
Well, thank you for broadcasting where Steve Martin lives.
Yeah, he lives right over near Fryman Canyon. Anybody coming to LA, just walk Fryman Canyon. It's a nice hour-long walk.
Yeah.
And you might just see Steve Martin.
Yeah. Why don't we go to that canyon?
Oh, we will.
Okay. Good.
That'll be fun.
It sure will. So, here's the thing.
Yeah, I love the thing.
We just walked past these people who waited for us to pass them.
Yeah.
I think they were annoyed by us talking.
Well, sure, yeah, it's too much talking.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear a couple of jerks talking when you try to walk in nature.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that guy just yelling help.
Yeah. So annoying when someone yells help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, even if you need help, please don't yell help in public.
Oh man, it's going to be really embarrassing when a news story comes out about someone who yelled help for 5 hours in the canyon and didn't get any.
And no one helped. Well, they stopped. Yeah. They only yelled it twice and then they stopped.
Yeah.
I think it might have been one of those help birds.
Yeah, and I also don't think they said help. I still don't think so.
Do you know, I've heard that if you're ever like getting mugged or something like that on the street, don't yell help because no one will come and help you. But if you yell fire, everyone will come out.
That's true.
Fire!
But I don't know that that's true.
Well, if someone thinks that their like building is on fire, you yell the building is on fire.
Maybe you yell free tacos, then people will come.
Yeah, fire! Also free tacos!
Free.
Come on! Oh, look at this! Get that!
Yeah.
It's one of the Beatles, folks.
Oh, we found a beetle.
This is amazing.
Oh my gosh!
Paul McCartney, right here.
That was Ringo.
Oh, that was Ringo. Oh, you're right. That was Ringo.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And now it's time for the Patreon-only bonus section, which starts right now.
This portion of Two Guys Talking About Lettuce has been edited out for your listening inconvenience. If you wish to hear the complete, unedited version with the bonus talking, be sure to visit patreon.com/Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. And now, back to the edited, not as good version of the podcast.
And that's the end of the Patreon-only bonus section. It was really good.
That was one of my favorite. I was going to suggest that I have to go to the bathroom, and I was going to suggest I could do that during the Patreon-only section.
You probably should do that.
Okay, but it's too late now.
Well, but we are going to be walking by a bathroom at some point, and I'll wait for you. Or, you know what?
Yeah.
For the audio part, we just cut the video, and I'll walk in, and they can listen to you pee.
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
People don't like that, Greg.
No, that's what they want.
No.
They specifically asked for that.
Who did?
James McElhaney.
Really?
Yeah. Now, we came from this way, but we could go this way and see what happens.
Okay, that sounds great. Probably similar things.
I'm guessing it leads you back to the main trail.
It probably does. And those waters were a little too troubled for me.
Yeah.
Before.
Well, we might still see them.
This is the path of least resistance, right?
You know, maybe it is. Maybe we're going back on the path of least resistance.
All right. Think you could climb that?
Yeah. Oh, there's a guy holding a phone and talking.
Yeah, us too.
Yeah. Hey there.
Hello.
Are they excited about the trip?
They are.
Good. Good. Hello, sir.
Hi.
That was sort of like a little minor cell phone crashing I just did there.
Yeah, you did.
But I listened to him.
That's what you're known for.
I am known for the cell phone crashing. It's one of the many things I'm known for.
What else are you known for?
Well, that and Retarded Policeman and the cosplay interviews and the sketches and Gorgeous Tiny Chicken Machine Show and the Guild. There are a lot of things that I created that are just sort of all over the place.
You know, Greg.
The shopping list pranks, Prank It Forward. There's a lot of things.
You've done a lot, Greg.
I did things.
I thought what you were mainly known for was your podcast.
Oh, yeah, mostly it's the two guys talking about lettuce. And it's also Bad Movies Live, which is my main thing that I do at twitch.tv/mediocrefilms.
God.
Come check it out. Follow for free.
Oh, my God. People are like,
watch movies with us.
People saw this episode, and they're like, oh, they're walking through the woods together. That's fun. Let's see what they talk about. It's just Greg promoting himself the whole time.
We've come to another fork in the road. What are we going to do now? Man, we could go to the left, or we could go to the right. They have both directions.
Or we could go up.
I don't think you can go up.
Yeah, up that hill.
I don't know if that's possible. I tell you what, I'll wait here while you go up the hill.
Okay.
All right, here he goes, guys.
Oh, wait, dogs must be on a leash.
Oh.
The sign says dogs must be on a leash.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind.
I can't go there.
Oh, he's chosen. Yep. We're going to the right.
Yep.
The left look easier. He wants to take the more difficult route. Okay.
How do you improve if you don't take the more difficult route?
It's so true. It's so true. I love that you're all about self-improvement. I'm just amazed that they have so many picnic tables here in the shade. This seems like a lovely place to come out and just hang.
You want to sit down? You want to sit down in one of those?
Oh, we might as well.
All right.
I mean, they're there for us.
Just us?
Yep. Just us. They're just here for us.
How's everyone doing listening? How are you? How's this going so far? Does this sound like a good, comfortable walk through the park, or is this an uncomfortable slog through torture?
I've had a comfortable walk.
I'll tell you what's not that comfortable.
What's that?
I thought this was wet because my butt's getting cold where we're sitting.
Maybe you just have a really sensitive butt.
I've been told that. Yeah. Check out that guy's butt. It looks so vulnerable.
So do you think we should give this episode a title that will really get people to click on it, like Why Craig's Butt is So Sensitive?
I don't know. When we bring up things like butts or poop or derelicts.
Yeah, then you get a lot of extra views, right?
Well, you start thinking about titles. And
and you're like, let's just get past this part and back to the podcast. Whoa, we have a plane.
Oh. But why are those words eliciting titles for you?
How about we call this episode "We Have a Plane"?
We have a plane. There it is.
And then that.
I mean, we could be, we are in. This is the first walk and talk we've ever done.
How about
we're in the park,
yeah,
Greg?
We are in the park.
This is intriguing things. We're in person.
Yes. Yeah.
The people who listen regularly might be like, "Oh, cool! They're in person now, and they're walking."
Yeah.
Those are more intriguing reasons, I think, for people to click.
Yeah, but your butt's really sensitive, and people probably want to know why.
No, they're going to look... Well, yeah, people might be like, that's kind of funny, or that makes no sense. I don't know what this is. The title is not just an opportunity for a joke, right? It's not.
For me, it is.
Yeah.
For me, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's an opportunity for a joke with you, isn't it? You ever talk about real stuff?
Well, I think you know the answer to that.
Sometimes you do, actually. Most of the time.
Most of the time I do when we're not
recording.
Yeah, when we're not on.
Yeah, I'm actually joking more in reality, and you're trying to talk about real stuff.
Yeah. It's irritating.
When I'm joking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, this seems backwards.
Yeah.
Boy, there are a lot of trees around here. You ever notice that about nature?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what nature is. It's trees, dirt.
All right,
grass.
so maybe we should call this episode "What is Nature?" It's a place where Craig's butt is sensitive. That's what we'll call the whole episode.
What is nature? It's a place where Craig's butt is sensitive.
Yeah.
And then people will be like, "Oh, they must have said something funny about Craig's sensitive butt in this one." Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I think world's first walk and talk.
Man, I would never click on that.
I
say something about your sensitive butt.
I wouldn't either, but I would not click on something about some guy named Craig's sensitive butt either.
I had a video once called Julie's Butt, and it got like 1 million views. And it was just like a little nothing vlog.
Julie's butt.
And Julie does show her butt in the vlog.
There are. What's the thumbnail? What was the thumbnail?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Probably something with Julie in it.
Yeah, well, if you show a person, I mean, sadly, usually a woman, and you say, reference their butt,
yeah,
a lot of guys are going to click on that.
Well, why is it sadly? Because you mean people click sadly?
Because it's stupid.
People sort of click and they're sad when they click, like, I guess I'll watch that video. Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to see the girl's butt.
That's why. Doesn't that sound sad to you?
It kind of does. It's funny that because it was just a little vlog that I made with her a long time ago, and then all of a sudden it was going viral, and I think it got like maybe 3. Oh no! Oh my God! Are you guys okay?
You okay? I dropped.
You were
the
dropped.
Phone. I dropped
the phone was dropped.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh man, I'm just glad that your case protected you.
Yeah, there's a lot of bugs.
Let's keep walking.
Okay.
So I felt bad about that video going viral, and that's why I said to Julie, hey, just so you know, I'm just going to give you all the money this video makes. And I did.
All right. Wow. Well, that's nice of you.
Yeah, she deserved it. It was all about her butt.
So it was sad at first, and now it's happy.
Yeah. You know, everybody likes a happy ending.
About that going viral, that means you understand why it's sad that worked so well.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost felt guilty.
Yeah.
For that video doing so well.
So should we call this one Julie's butt then? Is that
let's call it Julie's butt, and then I'll just show a picture of Julie again.
Okay. Sounds good.
We'll see what happens. Wait a minute. Now what do we do?
Oh.
Look at this.
This is not a path.
How are we going to get over this?
This is...
You chose this direction. I'm going over here.
Okay. There was a giant chasm in the middle of the path.
Mark your calendars, folks. This is the first time Craig used the word chasm on the podcast.
Is it?
Yeah. This podcast is Chasm-tastic, which might be the name of this episode. Chasm-tastic! Then we'll get all the people who search the term Chasm-tastic, and they'll be like, there's the video I wanted.
Careful, folks. You might have an orgasm.
Oh, it's such a Greg Benson joke.
I know. I'm hanging out with you too much.
Yeah. You want to tell everybody what we ate last night? What you experienced for the first time in your life?
Korean corn dog.
Spicy, crunchy, sweet Korean corn dogs.
It was very good.
They used flamin' hot Cheetos on the outside, all crushed up.
Yeah. Do you know for sure if that's what it is?
Yeah. Along with a rice-based outer.
This is the LA pipeline right here. This is where we're walking over this little pipe here.
Oh yes, and you can tell it's in really good shape.
Yeah, this is where they get all their water right here.
Yeah. Right there. So that's why LA has a problem with water, because that's the pipe that they use?
Yeah, they should probably use a bigger one and more than one, as what I would think.
I'm starting to wonder how we're going to get out of here.
You were wondering that?
Yeah.
Well, I think the bridge we were on is over there. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a bad sense of direction, Greg?
No, I don't. We're walking forward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Well, the fact that you had to ask that.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
I mean, yeah, you don't, even wanting to make sure, you didn't need to make sure. It's very obvious that we're walking forward.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I just wanted to make sure look, there's nothing wrong with double checking.
Except that it does make it seem like you have a bad sense of direction.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So we're still walking forward.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And you know how I know that?
How's that?
Because I just know.
Yeah.
Because it's obvious.
Legs are moving, and we're kind of going in a forward direction.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I got it. These are the clues. I love a good clue.
Okay. Man, what are you looking at?
I'm just wondering, like, if anybody ever comes over here and plays golf in this big grassy area.
Why would they play golf here?
I don't know. It's because usually when you see a golf course, it's just a bunch of grass.
Yeah, but it does kind of vaguely look like a golf course here.
Yeah, although I don't see any flags or holes.
No, so that's why, and it's also not a golf course. So.
Oh my God, when I lost my virginity that first night, I was so embarrassed. I didn't see any flags or holes. And I just didn't know what I was doing. I was so new at sex.
No, you said...
And I said to the girl, I said, look, I'm sorry, I don't see any flags or holes.
Now, okay, many questions. But first, you said when I lost my virginity that first night.
That first night, yeah.
So, does that mean...
I lost my virginity over several nights. It was like a 6-night process.
Oh my God. What happened? Like, you failed the first 5 nights?
I can't explain everything.
Or was it one long session?
It was one long session, but we took off during the daytime so that we could have, like, lunch.
Yeah.
And, go to work and stuff like that.
So it wasn't one long session then, because you went to work and you had meals. And
is this a bunny over here? Or what is that? Is that another groundhog?
It does not look like a bunny. It looks like a weird squirrel.
Oh, that's a weird squirrel.
Well.
Oh my God! I didn't realize we were so close to the Playboy Mansion. Can we show what we got here?
Oh.
That's the trail to the grotto.
Grotto Trail.
We're right at Grotto Trail. This is very exciting. Oh, and there's a bunny right up there.
A Playboy bunny.
Look, it's so funny. It says the grotto is that way, and then the first thing we see is a bunny.
Yeah, look at that.
That's remarkable. For those of you who are just listening, boy, are you missing out on the visual aspect of this podcast.
Yeah.
Where can they find the videos for this podcast, Craig Benson?
Listen, Greg Benzine. They can find them at youtube.com/lettuceguys. I think.
That's great. Maybe.
Yeah, I think
or
so.
maybe, if not that, then just go on YouTube and type in Two Guys Talking About Lettuce.
Now.
Yeah.
I really would like to start doing more shorts on the channel. Not like clothing, not like any other way you're going to misunderstand the word shorts.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay. Oh, there's a snake hole.
Hey, snake hole. Speaking of the second night that I lost my virginity, that's what I said to her. I said, "Oh, there's a snake hole."
Okay.
And she's like, "That's not a snake hole."
It's really odd how this conversation keeps bringing up that night, those 6 nights.
Well, you keep bringing it up.
No, I'm just saying words.
And then I realized what hole it was because there was a flag next to it.
Yeah.
And had a label, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this is the hole I was looking for."
All right. Okay. Do you still know this person?
Do you know why sometimes people hire 2 prostitutes? Oh, I'm sorry. Here's the joke. Okay. Why do golfers hire 2 prostitutes?
Why?
In case they get a hole in one.
What?
Yeah.
Get a hole in one?
Yeah. If they get a hole in one.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, maybe you just haven't had the right prostitutes.
Maybe you don't. Maybe, do you know what sex is?
I'm learning. I'm still learning.
Okay.
I feel like life is a learning process.
That's true. Yeah, okay, that I can agree with.
I'm always learning.
Yeah?
Hey, we made it back to the bathrooms. Now I know where we are.
Great.
And you said I didn't have a good sense of direction.
You just looked at the bathrooms over there and you said, now I know where we are. That doesn't prove direction at all.
We're right here.
Yeah, we are right here.
Yeah, look around. Here we are.
Yeah, that's not direction. That's where we are.
I'm just saying I made it back to the bathrooms because I know that you needed to pee.
So, like, if we were lost in the woods.
Yeah.
And you didn't know which direction to go.
Yeah.
You look down, you see a rock. Oh, there's a rock. Now I know where we are.
We walked all the way to a rock?
No. Greg.
Greg Benson.
Listen, I want to go to the bathroom, but you are not recording it.
Okay. No problem.
No.
We'll talk about this in the bathroom.
Nope. I'm not even going into the bathroom.
No. You can go in. I'll wait for you. Right next to you.
Nope.
I'll put the microphone down next to I'll put it away from your mouth. I'll put it down next to the urinal.
That's
you can just, here, show this so they know that this really is a bathroom.
This really is a bathroom.
Yeah.
And I'm not going in. So why are we showing this?
Thumbnail.
Oh, that's yeah,
okay,
that's good. Because that is a great thumbnail.
We got a thumbnail.
Because it's 2 guys talking about lettuce.
Yeah.
So, men.
We should call this episode 2 Men Talking About Lettuce.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Now that someone was looking. No.
Do it. You're not going in?
No.
Are you afraid of peeing?
No.
All right, I'll take the phone. I'll wait out here.
Okay.
You go ahead and do your thing. I'll sit over here in the shade. All right, everybody. Craig's going in. He doesn't realize there's only 5 minutes left in this podcast. The guy could have waited 5 minutes to pee, but did he want to? No, he didn't. He just wanted to go in there. Just wanted to go in there and pee. All right. Now that he's gone, we can have some real talk. What do you guys want to talk about? Did you hear that? Did you hear that flush? I don't know if that was Craig or somebody else. There's a dog over there. This guy walking a dog. Okay, well, now what do we do? If I don't have someone to talk with, I feel lost and confused. Geez. Hey, do you guys like trees? They've got a lot of trees here. Oh, you're back! Thank God.
The people walking by must think you're holding that microphone and the phone.
Yeah.
They must think this is the most inefficient vlogger I've ever seen.
No. They probably think I'm just on the phone.
You're on the phone, but you're talking to a microphone.
Well, how do they know what this is? This might be another phone. That was a really fast pee.
I knew you were going to say that.
Do you always pee that fast?
I do. I'm a fast
Your
peer.
pee just comes out super fast.
It does.
Have you ever measured like how far you can pee? Like have you ever measured it in feet and inches?
Oh, so you think it goes far because it comes out fast?
Yeah, if it's coming out fast and you obviously are dealing with some pretty high pressure, I bet you can pee 6-7 feet.
Or is it just a very wide stream?
Oh, I didn't think about that. Mm-hmm. Well, we could measure while you're here. We can just see. Okay. Like you'll pee, I'll pee. We'll see who can pee farther.
Oh, so we'll watch each other pee.
I like to take my time with peeing.
Yeah, you like to measure pee with your guests?
Yeah, pretty much.
Greg, I don't want to hear any more about your first 6 nights of losing your virginity.
Okay, or peeing. I bet you're going to say.
And
I bet you don't want to talk about peeing some more.
I assume that was related somehow to your 6 nights, but
it was. Well, that was night 4, yeah. And boy, was that embarrassing.
That's weird how it just keeps correlating with those 6 nights. When was that?
That's so weird that you said that because the girl that I lost my virginity to, her name was Cora Lading.
Oh, okay, Correlating.
Yeah.
Okay. That is wow.
I miss Cora.
Wow. And why did I ask follow-up questions? I just said I don't want to talk about this anymore.
She was sweet.
Okay.
Look at this. 2 old guys just ran into a third old guy, and now they're having an old guy conversation.
What do you think they're talking about?
Old stuff.
Greg, how old are you?
73.
Okay, that's pretty old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty old.
How old are you? 109?
109.
Okay, yeah.
I'm I work out.
You look good.
Yeah.
You look good for 109.
Sure do. When am I going to die, Greg?
Thursday.
What?
Yeah, sorry. Well, I was hoping you wouldn't ask, but when you ask, I got to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just enjoy it while you can. You have almost a week left.
How do I die?
Oh, you don't want to know that. It is awful.
I do not want.
It is awful.
I do not want.
Yeah.
To be your guest at your home anymore. We're gonna get a hotel in other side of town.
Well, at least stay until Wednesday night. That way, I mean, you're not in any danger till Thursday.
Okay, we'll stay until Wednesday.
But I will tell you that you die horribly in a hotel.
Oh. No, this has nothing to do with you?
No, absolutely not.
And how do you know?
Well, look, you asked. I'm just giving you the answers.
Right, well, this has been my last episode of Two Guys.
Oh, no, we'll have time before Thursday to record a couple more.
Oh, okay.
I want to bank a few so we have an extra few weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be nice to bank a few.
Listen, finding out that I have this much time left to live, I'm not sure I want to spend it recording this podcast.
Can we talk about something serious just for a second? Because we're almost out of time.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I hadn't noticed until this trip, Craig and I talk about how much we have in common. We really do have a lot in common. Mm-hmm. But one thing that we don't have in common is ear size. I have very large ears, and Craig, as China says, has little baby ears.
Which I've never heard her describe my ears at all before. So I didn't know that she thought that about my ears.
China thinks you have little baby ears.
I didn't know
and she married you anyway.
Yeah, she did. And I didn't know she had any thoughts about my ears.
Do you remember at your wedding how the minister said, "Are you sure you want to marry the guy with the little baby ears?" And she was like, "I do."
Now that you mentioned that, it should have tipped me off that she thought about that since she wrote what the minister was saying. So,
yeah.
And I didn't even follow up with it. I was in the middle of something else when she said that, so I didn't follow. After this, I'm gonna go talk to her about my ears. Because
minister is such a sexist term. Why don't they also say wominister? It's because they're not all men, are they? Mm-hmm. Ministers? Yeah. They are all men, aren't they? Rabbis can be women.
It's not minister, Greg.
Huh?
It's not minister. It's minister.
Minister.
And women, there are women ministers.
There are women ministers? What are they called? Ministrations? Thank you very much, everybody.
What, did you just make that up just now?
What kind of soup do they drink? Minestrone?
Wow. I'm uncomfortable.
Who's their favorite composer? Mendelssohn?
It's oddly, the jokes are becoming less and less offensive, but I'm getting more uncomfortable with them. Okay.
All right.
Well,
this has been Two Guys Walking and Talking About Lettuce. We thank you for joining us right here outside the men's restroom at Corgi Park. I don't know what the name of this park is. Let's just say it's Corgi Park since we've seen dogs. Strangely, none of them have been corgis.
Disappointing.
Yeah. There's a lot of gnats.
I'm talking about lettuce.
I have nothing else to say. I feel like we've exhausted all things to say. I'm still thinking about ministration. I'm still thinking about that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? And how does it make you feel?
It was a very clever joke, but also I'm ashamed that I laughed at it. So
I'm ashamed that you laugh at most of the things I say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of shame involved in this podcast.
Yep.
And that's why people listen. The best podcasts are filled with shame.
That's the name of this episode.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.